Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. Tonight we are here in Brazil for the Brazilian Grand Prix, the penultimate race of the season. It is going to be a good one, as Brazil always is. We have 2 races left in Season 8 to crown our Season 8 champion, and we are here at one of the tracks that has given us many thrilling races. I am Norman Xbox with you as always, joined in the rain by BB and Potato.
Yep, excited for this one. Obviously, this track is so historic, and we've had so much, exciting moments here in the past, and always late in the season. As you said, the penultimate race this season, so excited to see this one at this 15 turn course in Brazil. We got guys doing some laps here just to warm up, get a lap in. I wonder if it's going to be one of those times where the track gets worse or better. We saw last time we had rain in qualifying, that kind of messed up the order a bit.
They did say that the forecast is rain all of qualifying, and then the race is full
Yeah,
dry.
the race will be dry, so we'll have a clean track for. And I think that's good here because I mean it's just such a fun track to drive and watch, just by itself without any outside implications.
Cole to the top of the board here early on in the session. First person to get into the 118s. As last week in Mexico, Cole won to extend his championship lead. He has an 18-point gap over Slurp in second. If he is 27 points ahead at the end of tonight, he will clinch the championship before we even get to Abu Dhabi next week. Banjo is 10 points behind Slurp, which means he is 28 points back of Cole heading into tonight. So that means if Banjo does not gain 2 points on Cole, 2 or more points, then he is eliminated from championship contention.
Yeah, back-to-back seasons here where it almost looked like Banjo was trying to claw his way back at the end, but again, just I think it's going to fall apart in the last couple of races where he just sees it go away. And it might be the Cole again, but obviously Slurp's there as well, so we'll see.
And as far as the constructor standings go, let me see. McLaren has a 1 point lead on Williams for that Constructors' Championship.
Yeah, I think a part of that has been Cole has finally stopped complaining about his teammate Cheesy, who's kind of stepped it up these past few weeks. And that's really helped them out as at the same time Garrison for Williams has been out. At least last week he was, so he's back in the car. I believe he has a does he have a qualifying ban though?
Qualifying ban,
Yep.
yes, he does.
He's come from the back a couple times this
Yes.
season.
He has
Early
qualifying
on.
bans for the remainder of the season,
Oh yeah, so
actually.
that'll be interesting.
But we have, see the Ferrari getting pulled into the garage here. Aaron is back in the car out of the booth, his first race in quite a few weeks, I believe. I believe his last race was, if you don't count the anti-All-Star race, his last race was all the way back in Hungary, race 4. So this is Aaron's first race in a couple of months. Currently sits P7 on going on board with Cheesy right now, who has either a glitched front wing or no front wing. And did you see in that?
Sorry, my controller's battery dies. Sorry, like my controller's battery.
Oh my goodness.
What happened? Sorry, I wasn't.
I was gonna see if you saw Cheesy
Oh my
either has no
goodness.
front wing at all or it's glitched or something. Because
Um,
for me it just
no,
shows
I've had that. I've had that
the,
before. If he
the
has no front
nose of
wing,
the car,
it is there. Yeah,
and
it's just
it looks
visual glitch.
really funny.
I've had that. I had that like for a solid 5 cars on the race at Belgium. So
That's lovely.
yeah, at that track, I mean, you have no way to know. That could really be what the car looks like.
Joey
Very
to third.
image heavy. Yeah, actually, the Ferrari of Aaron for me is missing his entire front wing. So yeah.
So and Banjo's car has it for me too. That's gonna be really weird to deal with in the race. But two Williams, the only two to not set laps yet. As we mentioned, Garrison will not be setting a lap. Banjo needs to qualify well and gain points on the guys in front of him, or he's going to be completely out of the championship picture. And for him, it'll be 2 seasons in a row of what could have been. Slurp to the top of the board, 118.48. Not surprised to see him back on provisional pole. Just under 8 minutes to go. Let's watch Banjo's lap now. As he dives into turn 1. DeMeo actually jumped to P3 as well. While we were talking about Slurp. And Banjo trailing the two Ferraris right now into Sector 2.
Yeah, that corner right there, it drives a lot different, at least for Banjo's perspective right here. Oh, is he Ferrari right there? Check out
Ferrari
in
gets
front
out
of
of
him.
the way.
It's gonna be a lot different when it's in the dry. You carry a lot more speed to really push the car more than you can in the rain. So we'll see these guys take it obviously completely different for in the race.
I do see a dry line forming here. I'm not sure if that's
Yeah.
gonna help anybody too much. And this corner right here, this left-hander, we'll see a lot of guys go very, very wide in qualifying to get a huge run down the straightaway. The Banjo, not one of those people. Let's see what kind of lap he's able to do. And he will be P2 at 1885, just ahead of the McLaren of Cole by 2/100ths of a second. Slurp still ahead by a pretty sizable margin. As we watch JV, who's currently P6. Now Skinny is coming to the line here, trying to improve on a 120.91. And he will do so by 8/10ths of a second. Does not move him up in his positions, but Banjo on an in lap. I believe Aaron's on a lap right now as we watch Aaron. Potato, I think this will be a pretty good time for Potato's picks for the second to last time this season, if you are ready, my friend.
Yeah, so as usual, two things with the track, one thing about a driver. And about the driver, for the first time, I think maybe ever, I really have to spotlight a whole team. And I think it's been really interesting to see this. I mentioned the help Cole has gotten the past few weeks. I didn't want to just say Cheesy because I had him last week as well, but that whole team, the McLaren team, getting that constructors lead. Cole has won 2 of the last 3. Had a bad race at Coda, and then his teammate Cheesy. How about this? First, it would have been 6 races of the season. He only ran 5. Cheesy had an average finish of 14.6. Didn't finish inside the top 10 in any of them. No points for that second car. Then coming out of the anti-All-Star race, wins it. Since then, has an average finish. He's gone 7th, 4th, 3rd, and 5th, and has an average. Wow, it's had an average finish of 4.75. So he's gone up 10 on spots at an average the past 4 weeks, just coming off of that anti-All-Star race win. So that's been huge for him, and has vaulted that McLaren team into the constructors lead, and that's going to be huge. Again, they'll try to continue that as they'll have some help as their biggest rivals, Williams, only have one guy who's going to actually be able to qualify, and that's Banjo's his teammate Garrison can't. And then for the track, I mean, what can you really say here? There's just it's such a unique and historic track here at Interlagos. And I mean, you have to point out turn one. We've seen I remember back when DeMeo and Joey were teammates, they got together in turn one on restarts. It's going to be very hectic if we have a safety car start up again. And it's just a very tight left-hander going into right-hander. People will try to make moves, and it won't always work out. And then I'll also point out, those final couple of corners, turns really 12, 13, 14, and 15. We've seen guys really stretch and use a lot of the racetrack to get as much of a run as you can into that final DRS zone that can decide the race. We've seen a photo finish here, a couple, because of that. It gets really close because it's a long straightaway and you get a lot of momentum you can build up from behind. So we'll see if that'll be used late in this race to get some spots. And yeah, that's what we'll be looking for here in Brazil. We've got two guys on
Thank
outlaps.
you. Thank you, Potato. Yep, we got guys on track for their final runs. Joey and JB, the first guys out. That's a very, very good stat there about Cheesy. 10
Yeah,
finish, 10 spots better average finish wise the last 4 weeks.
yeah, he wasn't inside the points before the Angelosa race, came back from it, won, and hasn't finished lower than 7th. So
It's
he's been
amazing.
incredible.
Tells you what that vote of confidence did for him.
Yeah, I mean, also I think the biggest thing is maybe not to spoil his strategy too much. I think he's just been racing and practicing so much more, and the more seat time you have in the car, the better it can be for you. So yeah, I
That's
mean
very true.
that's I think has been the benefit. I think you also look at that for Banjo. I feel like he's one of those guys that has practiced so much on this game. It's really helped him out compared to seasons before where he wasn't doing nearly as good. His championship fight might be over, might be almost over, but he's still a lot better than what he maybe was 3 seasons and on back. I mean, it's hard to think that Banjo broke what 4 season, 5 season, however long winning streak just a season ago, and now he's been battling for championships ever since.
Yeah, last season he won 10 poles in a row.
Yeah, and he's incredible. I mean, we heard Cole.
That's never getting beaten.
Yeah, and we heard Cole that season. He thought it might have been over. I mean, he was resigned to just be with Slurp for that second place in points, but turns out he came back.
And Cole won the championship last season, and now he's here trying to go back to back and win championship number 4, I believe. And Joey to P2 just behind his teammates. A good lap for the first Red Bull, and everyone else is out on track now. Try to improve their laps. We have about a minute to go. Banjo to the green. Cole just behind him. See who can master the rainy conditions and take pole. Bama and Skinny in Sector 2 together. Slurp half a second up on his lap so far. So he goes through Sector 1. Make that 3/10 at the end of that. Cole and Banjo in Sector 2. Everyone's going to finish their laps around the same time. We got 3 guys coming to the green. And Bama to P3, 1.3 seconds improvement for him. That looks to be like the track is improving quite a bit. We could see the grid flip majorly right here. Checker flag has now fallen. JB finishes his lap up in P7. Joey finishes. Banjo's improving. Does he have enough to jump Slurp for pole? Cheesy's going to retire in P10. Here comes Banjo looking like a good lap. Can he do it? He can! Banjo to P1, 118.19.
Cole right behind him.
Here comes Cole just behind him. Can Cole do the same? He cannot! Banjo out-qualifies Cole in a crucial binder. Here comes Slurp, and Slurp puts them
What a
all
lap.
to bed. 1:17.62 for Slurp. What a lap from the Red Bull. And Slurp showing a new side of himself these last few weeks as he tries to fight and claw his way back into the championship fight. This is a good start. He's going to out-qualify his two championship rivals. Can anyone knock him off of P1 that's still going right now? We have Bama and DeMeo and Aaron and Skinny all on laps as it remains. Here comes Bama to the line. He is not going to improve. DeMeo is slower by a significant margin on his lap. He's not going to improve either. And Aaron is going to crash into the wall, and that's going to do it. So Slurp is on pole here in Brazil.
Yeah, he's shown some life trying to get his way back. It's just there's only so much you can do at this point. You just have to finish first, win the pole like he just did, and hope that something happens to Cole behind him. Good start for Red Bull, though. First and fourth.
That is three poles in the last 4 races for Slurp.
Yeah, and that Red Bull team isn't out of constructors right now. They can still
absolutely not.
Get there
they're only
from
10
third.
points behind.
Yeah, they're right there
behind McLaren.
They should get some help from the fact that McLaren and Williams are bringing up the back right now. I mean, those are the two. 10th and 11th are in the back. Again, a thin field, so at least one of those teams battling for constructors is going to have both cars in the points at the minimum.
And as you mentioned in your potatoes picks, turn 1 here going to be wild, as it always is. We'll see who makes it clean and who doesn't, as the intensity has reached a new level here.
Photo finish last week. We've seen close finishes here before. We'll see if we'll have another close one here today. I wouldn't put it past this track.
Should be a good one either way. Absolutely not. Here we go, the lights are on, the most anticipated race of the season so far. Second to last race of the season is underway from Brazil. Slurp gets a really good jump, and now you're going to have Banjo and Cole side by side for second. Can Banjo clear Cole for P2? He can. Slurp going a little bit wide. Banjo not able to capitalize, and there's some contact behind them. Aaron is off the track. Garrison is cut in the corner.
Man.
Looks like everybody got through decently cleanly, though. Cheesy's gained 3 spots already.
I saw a wing fly off.
There's a Ferrari. DeMeo and, excuse me, that's not DeMeo, that's Aaron and Skinny make contact.
It's JB. JB's missing a winglet in 11th right now. Cheesy just sent the mail and hit a couple of guys into turn 1. That was an interesting move. Used his shoulders there, widened him a lot going into turn 1. He's up to 7th.
Good start for him, even though not the cleanest. DeMeo has jumped Joey and Bama to move up to P4 on the start. Slurp leads by half a second over Banjo. Banjo leads Cole by 3/10 as we go to complete lap 1 of 36. The laps go by quick here. DRS, all important DRS, especially around Brazil, will be activated at the line as Slurp leads lap 1. Banjo has a run, does not have quite enough to get there into turn 1 though, as everyone's still within a second of each other. Not the greatest start for Garrison, he's only up 1 spot. Banjo has DRS, gonna go to the inside here, potential lead change already on lap 2, and new leader in Brazil is Banjo. Did not take long for us to see our first lead change. I anticipate we will see plenty of those here today. DeMeo, Joey, Bama keeping close tabs on the podium here. Behind them, Garrison going for a dive on Skinny. Skinny in the grass, Garrison in the grass. Garrison going to fly around the outside, trying to get around the Sauber. And will do so. Move him up to 9th.
And he started on the
JB trying
soft
to
tires.
capitalize as well. He did. Cole, huge run on DRS, going to try to go to the outside of Slurpee for 2nd into turn 1. Oh, contact between Slurp and Cole. Slurp with a little loose moment, and Cole's able to clear him to get up to 2nd. So Slurp down 2 spots from the pole, but here he goes trying to battle back around the outside. Gonna go side by side again right here. The Slurp lifts. Not trying to battle like that early in the day. Top 7 have now broken off DRS from 8th on back. Banjo away by 7/10. Cole trying to keep up with him. Good corner there from Cole, gonna keep him within striking distance. Slurp dropping off Cole a little bit now. Slurp seemingly, he's either saving a little bit or he's kind of struggling at the beginning of this race.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's on those. The top 5 are on the same strategy. I was talking to Cheesy before the race, and he said, I think he started on medium tires. I'll check. He did a certain lap amount, and he got to a pretty even. Oh my goodness! Cole got super loose there, from 2nd over the curb. But yeah, Cheesy was talking to me
the entire top 5. Sorry, go ahead.
About how his strategy was, he went 14 laps on mediums and 22 laps on hards. And he got the tire wear to be pretty equal on both. So look for that. Maybe the guys that start on mediums, that's how long they'll try to go. It seemed like he said the hards got better once halfway through that run than the mediums were, so we'll see.
We got Bama and Aaron, the 2 guys that started on the hards. Skinny on softs and the rest of the field on the mediums, so gives us a pretty decent idea of what the pit window will be around lap 14 or 15, possibly. The entire top 7 still within DRS range of each other, as Banjo will come around to lead lap number 4. And JB early pit stop, he had the wing damage. Oh, he speeds as well.
Yeah, that's not good.
Garrison going for a move on Aaron for P8 right here. Takes that spot easily. Garrison only have 3 spots at the beginning of this race. Still only P8.
And you see the gap between him and 7th, probably because of that move Cheesy made. It might have been what he had to do, but since then he hasn't gained any spots. He's stuck behind Bama, Joey, and everybody else in front. All the way up to the leader.
He's got a huge DRS train right now. Banjo activating ERS all the way down the main straightaway, trying to keep Cole at bay. He will do so behind them. Joey closes on DeMeo, but does not have quite enough for a run. DeMeo starting to drop off the leaders a little bit.
He lost DRS from that train. I think he's back in it now. Yep. So back to the top 7 being with him there. I don't think Garrison's going to be able to close that gap. He's going to have to be stuck in 8th. He's actually going to get passed again by Aaron on those hards.
Yeah, Aaron goes back by. Oh, he goes wide though. Garrison takes the spot back. Mayo was able to get back within a second of the top 3. We mentioned the insane history that Brazil has in this league. Season 1, we got the first and only, or first of two back-to-back wins from one Boiled Ice in a shocking win. We had, in Season 2, we had Joey's first career win came at this track. Then, of course, when Cole and Slurp were battling it out for the championship here, the pit road incident where Slurp tried to gain all he could. Speaking of Cole and Slurp, there goes Cole by Banjo to the lead once again. Cole leads for the first time here tonight. Where the pit road incident where Slurp tried to gain all he could, tried a little too hard and crashed himself out of the race and the championship. Then, like you mentioned, Potato, the photo finish between Cole and Banjo a couple seasons ago. Just incredible storied history that this track has. There's a reason it's always late this season.
Yeah, we even tried, and maybe we'll probably never go back to having a 100% race right here.
That is true,
ago,
yes.
That was definitely something.
The only 100% race in Formula Costco history was at this track. I want to say that was season 6?
6 or 7. I didn't even mean to do. You know that. Season 6 or season 7, yeah.
Now it is the top 4 that have broken away from Joey back in 5th. He has pretty decent pressure from Bama for that spot. Bama, remember, one of the guys that started on the hard tires.
Yeah, that train's really separated out at the back.
Slurp now putting some pressure on Banjo as Cole pulls away by 0.8 through Sector 2. Not seeing anybody really be too aggressive at the moment. I think everyone's just trying to take it as easy on their tires as they can.
Yeah, I think, as I said, I think Cheesy predicted probably within a lot of these other guys is we got something going on up there. That's Bama
around Joey for 5th.
That
hard tires possibly starting to come alive here through 8 laps.
Yeah, they were saying that
Bama moves into the top 5.
The hard tires halfway through are better than the mediums. So saving those mediums for that second run, so you have better wear on those hard tires, might be what they're looking for. Yeah, I think this is the prime of the advantage for the hards for Bama at least. So he'll easily be able to stay in front of Joey here.
We'll see if he's able to close that 2-second gap up to DeMeo. If he is able to do that, well, it'll really show the significance of the hard tire being better about halfway through the tire run. Especially with those guys in DRS, which he doesn't have. But he is gaining quite a decent amount here, already up 3 or 4 tenths through the first 2 sectors. And he's closing pretty quick here. Very quickly, already down to 1.1. He almost got DRS on the front straightaway. Nine laps complete, 27 to go. We are a quarter of the way through our race here in Brazil. DeMeo now has lost touch with the top 3 now.
First taker scheduled at least, and it's
Skinny,
another penalty.
Another speeding penalty. That's going to be something to watch too. DeMeo goes way wide. He's starting to struggle pretty significantly, it looks like. Z has now lost almost 2 seconds to the top 3.
Now Joey's hoping he can ride along with Bama in front here. He got up pretty close on that front straightaway just using the DRS. But again, he just doesn't have the same pace on those tires. Oh, and Skinny's done.
Out of the race!
From the pit roads, that shouldn't be a...
Is that going to be... Yes,
is it? Oh, it is,
like
though.
Safety car's out.
They'll call it. Oh, he came out of the pit road.
He's on the track. That's a virtual safety car.
Did just come out.
So, not a full course. We'll see if anyone decides to pit right now while everyone's going slow. And Cole is going to come in, Banjo in, Slurp in, so everybody
DeMayo
looks like
stays
everybody's
out.
coming. DeMayo is not. Bam on the hard stays out, Joey stays out, so some split strategy right here between the
Cheesy comes
leaders
in.
and the
Aaron
mid
stays out.
packers. Cheesy's in, Aaron stays, Garrison's in. So here we go.
Interesting.
First big event in the race. Says, oh, Joey gets a drive-through for
Oh,
speeding
wow.
on the BSC. Oh no. That is
Might have been screwed over by the
horrible
DRS
news for
there.
his race. And Red Bull Constructors fight as well. And we are back green now. We'll have to see what we do about that penalty later on. But now
So-
Cole, Banjo, and Slurp have all rejoined right together.
These guys are going to go to the end.
7th.
5th through 9th, they're going to go to the end on those.
Yeah, I agree.
That's why I don't know about staying out on those mediums. I would go with the field because they had the opportunity to pit with them, especially Joey there. But we'll see.
Oh, DeMayo's,
Oh, wow.
DeMayo's spinning! DeMayo
Yeah.
spun in Sector 3!
Oh my
I
goodness!
think he hit the grass coming out of the final corner and lost the Ferrari.
He's gonna fight
DeMayo
the
was
bullet.
leading now. He's going to come into the pits right after.
That has to
Don't
be
speed,
frustrating.
DeMayo, don't speed. He's going to make it safely, but that is going to be detrimental to his race.
I think just clip that tire outside of the grass. People have been using that to their advantage to push the corner as much as they can and just overdid it. Runs it very loose. We've seen this season has had a lot of moments. And one
So
too
Bama
many
is
there.
your leader. He is on the hards from the beginning of the race, as we mentioned. Joey, the only driver on the track that is on mediums right now. And the rest of the field is on the hards. Top 3 have not made a pit stop today so far.
And a huge gap between the top half of that strategy and the bottom half that have already pitted. Those top 3, Cole, Banjo, and Slurp, and then behind them Garrison and Cheesy, and now DeMayo.
Also, this could work for Bama and Joey. I'm not sure about Aaron because he's a decent ways back of those two. But this could work, I believe, 2 ways for them. This could work. They're going to have, obviously, a lot of time to make up, but very, very fresh tires compared to these guys when they do decide to come in. And
Yeah,
also,
I think they pitted. Yeah, they definitely pitted earlier than they wanted to. Those guys that pitted under the.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had to, if you're the leaders.
If you want to
But
stretch
also-
a tire. Sorry, keep going.
I was gonna say also, if there's a safety car before the Cole, Banjo, and Slurp get to those guys, they're golden because I don't know, either they're going to come back in or they're gonna have guys behind them with a big tire advantage, and there's not gonna be any gap. So we'll see what ends up happening here.
Yeah,
Definitely not out of the realm of possibilities to have a safety car Brazil.
I was gonna say, oh yeah, for sure. Bit of a thin field, but I mean, this track, anybody can make a mistake and we can have one. We just saw a car spin out there, DeMayo. So yeah, I think though if you're gonna stretch a tire, you're gonna stretch the hards. That's I think why so much people decided to do that because you're stretching it. But I think it's the best tire, honestly, for pace overall. As Joey's gonna bring it down. But that'll
Joey's
be-
Red Bull goes 13 laps on the mediums and comes in. Oh no, he's serving his drive-through right now.
Oh, that would have been a good time if he didn't have it just to pit there. That's right on that strategy, I think, that timing optimally. But, I mean, that hurts him so much having that. I think that was the time to do it.
So Joey comes out P6. He's going to have to go back into the pits whenever he decides to serve that pit, I'm sorry. The trio of Cole, Banjo, Slurp making ground. They're about 9 seconds back of Bama right now. Let's compare lap times between Bama and Cole. at the line here. Bama runs a 1:12.9. Let's see what Cole runs. And 1:11.4, so
just about
second
one
and
and
a
a
half
half
quicker.
seconds. Yeah, yeah.
And that's 10 lap newer tires.
And Joey now will pit for that.
And yep, Joey's back in.
Change. As
And
look at this
Cole and
Cole.
Aaron going at it.
Wow.
Oh,
Man, that has been the trouble spot for Aaron. Everything that's happened in that race, this race
and
passing and
Slurp's not going to get
being
by unless he
passed.
dives it right now. No, he's going to be behind Aaron still.
Yeah, that's just been where everything's happened for Aaron.
By.
Oh,
Slurp going to try to go around the outside of that corner. That's a dangerous spot to go for a pass.
he did it in Mexico.
And there's Slurp gets by. That was a much needed pass though. If he didn't get by him there,
yeah,
he was going to lose Cole and Banjo.
He'll be within there. Now the only car between Cole and the lead right now is Bama, 7 seconds up the road. So definitely going to be well in front of him by the time he pitches. Just can Bama gain it back on those medium tires? I don't think he can. I don't think it's going to be. I think that was really a great time for those guys to pit, even if it was before. Really helped out them.
I don't think so either. They could run into trouble late in the run if the tires get too worn. But Bama, I mean, he's trying something different. He's trying to win his first race in season 1. I can't fault him.
And really now, at any point, if a safety car comes out, even before or after that pit stop for Bama, I think that would help him out. Because then, even if it comes after, you have those new mediums to be on behind those guys in hards. Because I don't know.
If I was Bama, I would be kind of frustrated that VSC came out, because he was running those guys down.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's just the worst time to have it happen. You want to have it happen bookended at the end of the race. On that kind of strategy where you're going
1:13.1 that time. Let's see what Cole runs. 1:11.6, so another second and a half out of it that time.
You'd have no idea Slurp even had to wait a couple corners to pass Aaron. He's hanging on a bit, but he's right in there with them. Although, as I say that, he actually lost time on that straight there.
Garrison and Cheesy going out. Oh my goodness, that was a really late dive to the outside by Garrison. But he gets the pass done, move him to P6 over Cheesy. And he will be in the top 5 when it's all said and done when Aaron comes into the pits. Possibly in 4th, depending on where Bama comes out. $113.1 for Bama, 111.7, so another 1.4. It's about second and a half-ish that this pack of 3 is faster than Bama every lap. There you see them in the distance from the rear view of the Haas.
And I think Bama's going to have to wait at least another, I would think, 3 laps at the minimum, I think. Maybe you go earlier than that. I don't think you can. I think you have to wait a bit for those mediums to, because you have to commit to it now. You can't just pit now and try to gain as much as you can. You're already going to be way behind them, so might as well go for the best tires at the end of the race. Again, though, we've worn their names out so much this season that these top 3, now second, third, and fourth behind Bama, waiting on that strategy. These 3 have been the talk of the field all season.
halfway through the Brazilian Grand Prix. 18 laps to go to potentially decide a champion, as Cheesy gets back around Garrison for P6 there. Those two on equal tires. Garrison gonna have a run back at the McLaren here. This is pretty crucial for the championship, for the Constructors' Championship, excuse me, as both Williams and McLaren, 1 point separates them in that fight. Garrison gets back around Cheesy there.
Yeah, that's a 2-point swing both ways for that spot right there. It would be a 4-point difference swapping the two. Remember, McLaren up 1 on Williams going into the race, I believe, right? So.
Yep.
Actually, actually, never mind. I think they'd be Williams would be 2 behind if it were to stay like this. That's not even factoring in. I'm actually, yeah. One of them could get fastest lap. Just look at this, though. Cheesy to the outside, taking that spot back.
Yep. They swap it once again, and the Cole, Banjo, and Slurper now within a second of Bama. They should get him by the end of the lap.
I think that's differing strategies in the race. Seeing Cheesy and Garrison probably going all out here battling, and then second, third, and fourth, I think just hanging around with each other, waiting to the end of this one. It's all about where you catch the slower car.
Cole probably going to blow by him on the straightaway here. Has a lot more battery, going to have DRS. Bama looks like he's going to give Cole the outside. Bama actually looks like he is coming into the pits. Make sure don't speed, Bama. Oh, he gets in there.
That's about right.
So
That'll be 15 laps.
Yep, was about to lose the lead and decides to come in for his pit stop. And looks like Aaron's going to come in too. So both the guys that started on the hards coming on the same lap go to mediums. Let's see where Bama comes out. He's going to be behind the Cheesy and Garrison battle. Just barely here. And going to be just behind, nope, ahead of DeMeo. DeMeo going to go to the inside, but Bama defends and should fly away with new medium tires. So now that moves Cole, Banjo, and Slurp back to the top 3 the way they've been the entire event, pretty much. Cheesy now P4, 17 seconds back, trying to hold off Garrison for that top 5 spot, but Bama just behind those guys should make quick work of them here, probably on the straightaway if I had to guess. I think Bama's a shoo-in to finish P4 here. It's just a matter of the 17-second gap that's ahead of Cheesy.
Yeah, I think the best he can do at this point is 4th. I think everybody else behind the podium's just in their own battle right now.
Garrison looking for another move to the outside of Cheesy. Into turn 1 they go.
Oh!
Bama roll over him. Did Bama get damage? He did get damage.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Sent it in too deep. Probably didn't expect Garrison to back out of that.
That is terrible. Garrison going to fly by Cheesy to get into
Garrison.
4th. And JB's going to come back into the pits from P10. There goes Bama to the outside of Cheesy here. Still with the wing damage, trying to make moves on the outside. And gets 5th away. That end plate damage, though, going to hinder him quite a ways. No real moves up front between the top 3. Still same gap about. They're going to put JB a lap down as he comes out of the pits.
I mean, that's that juxtaposition of going from being passed by the three leaders and having so much less pace to coming back on medium tires and being so much quicker, not expecting that difference in speed going into turn one, I think really was detrimental to him getting that damage and now trying to finish this race for Bama.
Ooh, going really wide there. You're seeing the lack of downforce that the damage is providing. Everyone else, 12 laps on their hard tires. It'll be 25 laps to the end on those tires as we come to take 13 laps to go this time by.
Fastest lap right now is to Banjo. That would be huge for the constructors. I could decide at just 1 point. Might be the difference come the end of.
Bama trying to gain all he can on Garrison, and in turn one, does he have enough of a run? He's going to try it, but not close enough. All over the Williams, though, trying to go to the outside here. The second bite of the cherry of DRS, and does he have enough? Does not look like it. Garrison defending very harshly, as he has been known to do all season. Bama's still all over him, looking for a way around the Williams, though.
And the more time it takes for Bama, the worse it's going to be later in the run when those mediums wear out. Even though they're going to be
still hanging on to this battle.
I mean, the mediums are going to be 10 laps less than those hards, but I think it's still going to be worse on tire wear by the end of the race. Because of how long those hards last.
Garrison just saved so much battery through the lap that it's just making it really difficult for Bama to get any sort of run down the straightaway. And Mayo's back into the pits for a second. Saboni speeds as well. Oh man, it's been that kind of day for DeMayo.
Doesn't have any wing damage. Just goes back on a medium.
Yeah, he'd go into another set of mediums. I mean, he's just trying something. Meanwhile, JB, the lap car, is catching up to the leaders on fresh, hard tires. Don't imagine he will play any part in this battle.
And that gap between third and fourth is stretched to over 19 seconds, so it's the class of the field in the top three right now.
Bama's still trying to find a way around Garrison. Garrison has more battery. Once again, Bama out of battery. Does the DRS carry him close enough? He's going to go for it here. Big dive into turn one. Contact between Bama and Garrison. Garrison trying to shove Bama off the track and keep his position, but he can't do it. Bama gets by. Garrison going to try to go back around him, though. To the inside he goes. Garrison once again with more battery, and he is going to keep P4 after all that.
It helps Cheesy out.
Cheesy's just been right here watching this whole battle this whole time. You mentioned he has a finish worse than 7th in the last month. He's in 6th right now, looking for another good finish. Trying to get another top 5. Leaders have just taken 10 laps to go. Tensity's going to pick up any lap now as the race for the win goes on.
Slurp at a battery advantage. Obviously, that changes in just the span of a lap, but I'll have to see if he can maintain that in third. It's just going to be tough, though. I mean, come the end of the race, if you're still in third, I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard to pass 2 cars in 1 lap at this track.
Cheesy just got by Bama.
Yeah, easily, it looks like.
So after all that, Bama was not able to even get back
Oh,
up to
that's
P4 because of the damage. And
DeMeo.
DeMeo just took fastest lap from Banjo.
And it will count no matter what because we have 10 cars left. So if you get a fastest
Yes.
lap, you'll take it away from one of these constructor fights, as that'll take away a point from
JB is
Williams.
now past Banjo and Slurp.
Yep.
And if he gets in front of Cole, then he's going to give Cole DRS.
That would be huge.
Looks like Cole's not going to let that happen. Banjo goes back by the Haas of JB. As Cole with a little bit of a luck up into turn 1 there. I'm not sure if that was visual or not. But JB is going to once again pass Banjo for not a position on the track. Banjo using all his battery there to keep up with Cole. And JB had a moment, and there goes Slurp back by. Or back through, I should say. Cheesy half a second back of Garrison for 4th. Bama's still right there after Cheesy passed him a lap ago. Checking on the warnings. Cheesy has 2 warnings.
Yeah, he told me when he did this race length in practice, he got 2 warnings as well. So he might just be right on track for that, or he may go over and get another one.
The top 3 have tightened up their gaps from what they were a few laps ago. Still no moves to be made yet, but I think the race is coming, but it almost was there. As Banjo thought about a move, but backed off.
Bama just staying stagnant right behind Cheesy here, and really also behind Garrison, who's right in front. First, second, third, and then 4th, 5th, and 6th all clumped together.
2 different 3-way battles as we take 7 laps to go. JB's still in the mix with these guys. Bama might have a run at Cheesy here for P5, but not enough battery.
Yeah, I just think the more time that Bama's behind these two, the less of a chance it's going to be for him to actually finish in front of him with that wing damage and with the medium tires aging at a higher rate than the hards are.
Yeah, I gotta agree there.
Meanwhile, though, I think, well, it's only 11 car field.
Here goes Cheesy, big run on Garrison to the outside. Could we finally see a change for 4th? We do. Cheesy clears the Williams into turn 1. It's been an overcast race, but the sun is now completely out for these last handful of laps.
Yeah, Mr. Sun is out. He's come back, and yeah, this battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th has been completely, I think, a different feeling. These three, I think, are just racing all the way out, and the top three are kind of just hanging around.
Yeah, but I mean, if something happens to one of the top three, then that could be a fight for a podium between those three guys. Here we go, though, to 5 laps to go. 5 laps remaining here in Brazil in the penultimate race of the season. Cole trying to lock up the championship. If the results stay the way they are right now, he would almost clinch the championship. No, he would clinch it, I'm sorry.
Oh, Garrison's pitting.
Oh, Garrison's into the pits? Interesting. So some guys might not be able to make it all the way to the end? I think they should. I think your top 3, they're going to be fine.
Cheesy, again, I go back to this because of how much information he told me. Shout out to Bro. But he told me he got to, I think it was 74% on 15 laps on those. I'll check again, but I wouldn't think that would be enough to just have you pit there.
Garrison goes to softs to the end. Gonna drop him all the way down to P9.
He might be trying to go fastest lap to get that for the constructors.
Yeah, that's a good point, but he lost.
I feel like you're missing out. Yeah, I mean,
so many points as a result of that.
Yeah, it has to be because he thinks he's gonna have a puncture.
I think if you're Cole Slurper Banjo, you're not pitting. You're going to the end puncture. You're living and dying by a puncture.
Yeah, Cheesy was able to go 22 laps on hards and got to 74% tire wear. So these guys are right at that. They'll have another 3 laps. So they should be easily fine. I'm surprised that pit stop happened there for Garrison. I mean, that is very detrimental for that team. Oh, well, off. The DeMeo just went off.
Not the first time that has happened, and I believe that's the same turn he did before, too.
Yeah. That time he just went way off instead of spinning out on that outside curb.
So, yes, if the results stay the way they are right now, Cole would be your champion. He would be ahead of Banjo by 35 and would be ahead of Slurp by 28. Meaning there's no way that they would be able to gain 28 points in a single race on him. So Banjo and Slurp have to make something happen if they don't want Cole to clinch the championship in the next 3 laps. Here we go. 3 laps left here in Brazil.
JB pits, and that'll take that out of question of him having an effect in this. I think it would now be a 19-point gap for constructors.
Banjo using battery.
McLaren team looking really good right now.
I'm not sure about that gap, but yeah, McLaren definitely in a good spot.
Well, now it'll be less because Garrison's passing some guys.
Just got by Joey. JB just pitted for softs, and there is fast lap for Garrison, 110 flat. By Cheesy for 4th, that's going to change the constructors again, but Bama goes wide, and Cheesy clears them once again.
Again, though, JB might have some type of effect on this. He's, again, on new tires. This time is going to be a part of this battle for 4th. And he has a teammate involved in this deal now.
Up front, coming to 2 laps to go. Cole has led the entire second stint of this race. Banjo and Slurp trying to do something about it.
Bama went off into the grass. He's going to lose a ton to Cheese. He might not be
way off.
DRS.
Yeah, he is barely, I think.
Yeah, he'll get in there, I think.
Yeah, he did get it. It might have been because of his teammates. I don't know if that was because of Cheesy or not. No real inroads made on Cole by Banjo at all here. It's all going to be about the final lap, but Cole's trying to pull away. He's 8 tenths up on Banjo right now. 9 tenths up as Banjo got a little bit hooked on the curb right there. Banjo's gonna have to make some of this gap up before we get to the white flag to have any chance at it.
Oh!
Banjo going way wide here. Here he goes. He's doing the strategy.
Yep.
And it worked for him. He got a huge run, but he got the grass a little bit. Half a second is the gap, but Slurp is all the way a
Slurp's
second
done.
back. Here we go. Banjo, Slurp does not have DRS. It's a two-car battle now. 1 lap to go in Brazil. Banjo versus Cole for the win. Slurp there if something happens. Banjo 4 tenths back into turn 1. Banjo the slight battery advantage. The last DRS zone before the front stretch on the last turn. Here we go. 4 tenths. Does Banjo have enough to get there? I can't talk right now. Please leave. 2 tenths. Not enough.
I don't know. It's gonna be tough here. I'll have to see. Will both do that strategy again in the final corner? They might have to.
I think you have to. It's the way faster way to go.
But does Banjo have an extra chance at that? And Slurp is
the first time I've seen him do it.
Miraculously gone back in this. I mean, it might not be enough. Here we go.
Banjo going way wide again. Cole does not use the strategy. Here goes Banjo with a huge run. Are we going to see another photo finish here in Brazil? They're both using all the battery they have left. Potential championship winning moment, but here comes Banjo trying to spoil it for him. DRS activated. Is it going to be enough? To the line. Banjo to the inside. Is it getting? He does not. Cole holds on for the win. And Banjo, once again, Brazil has his heart broken by a photo finish. 28 thousandths of a second. And with that, for the fourth time, for the third time in his career, Cole is a Formula Costco champion. He is your champion in Season 8.
He
clinches it before we even get to Abu Dhabi.
They built nearly a 30-second gap to 4th place. Cheesy. That's
and
incredible.
Cheesy holds on for P4. Another great result for him. Behind them, photo finish.
Oh, he made it. He made it. Oh, my goodness. I thought he wrecked out.
No, he made it.
Wow.
Garrison gets P6, Aaron 7th, here comes Joey for 8th, DeMeo for 9th, and JV will finish P10.
I think McLaren
I just realized my mic wasn't muted when I told my sister to go away. Oh my god, I thought I muted my mic, but I missed a button, I guess. Oh well.
Yeah, I think McLaren's going to
wow,
sweep.
another Brazil photo finish.
Yeah, very close. I'm so surprised. I don't know. We'll ask Cole. Maybe he was already at 2 warnings and he wasn't able to. Clearly, Banjo was not, because he went all out the final.
Banjo knew what he was doing.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I didn't even realize Slurp off of pure pace got back up to half a second behind Banjo. But I mean, I didn't like where he was to start. 3rd place here. The past 2 cars in 1
he
lap.
really never made a move. Just could never get close.
Well, he
enough.
was always hanging back. I think maybe he just didn't have the pace to be right up there.
The champion is in the party.
Cleanest driver too, apparently.
I didn't have a single warning. Didn't touch nobody.
Really?
Nope, not one.
Almost
warning.
lost you the race. Honestly.
I was just gonna brake check him, put him in that darn wall.
I thought you were gonna just end up squeezing him into the wall there, because he cut it pretty close.
Nah, I'm a clean driver, as the game says.
All right, let's get to it, guys. Potato, you can take Slurp, and you can read Benjo's statement if he wants to send it to you as well.
Okay, well, P3 here for Slurp. So, on that final run, do you think you just went too long on those tires? You had to pit early off of that virtual safety car. Or do you think you had any type of run on those guys, or you just not quite had the pace to get to Cole up there?
No, Cole was quickest. Banjo refused to make a move on him until the last lap, so I couldn't really do anything because I was like same pace as Banjo and we're both in DRS. I couldn't really do anything. I was probably that was an incredibly boring race, especially for me. That third the whole time. until the end, Banjo just fucking. I don't know how Banjo doesn't pass Cole doing that shit. Jesus Christ, man. I wanted him to do something all race, and he didn't, and then he fucking does that shit last lap. And it put me out of DRS, so I had no chance to even try anything or be there.
You've done it too.
That's fucking. Yeah, but I didn't think about it because it's a fucking dick move, bro.
It
It's
is.
stupid.
Slurp's got
Jesus Christ, man.
Donate the player at the track.
I
I
guess, but
say.
like Banjo was getting to Cole's ass every lap, and I don't think he really needed to do that shit, but he had such a terrible sector too that he had to. So it's just so ass, bro. The terrible race. Like I wasn't gonna win the championship anyways unless shit went absolutely perfect. So congrats to Cole. He's the best fucking driver, obviously. I don't know.
How do you feel about
Uh,
your teammate R40 Fire stinking up
yeah,
in the back of the
so
points there?
Matthews is also not happening either, unfortunately. It was a long shot, but with that performance, definitely not happening. Especially since OP Cheesy Man has improved his craft quite a bit. Like McLaren has that shit locked up unless a torrentially bad race happens next week. But for me, I just hope I could win it Abu Dhabi again, send off the season somewhat good. Hope I can stay in front of Banjo in points at least. Uh, I don't know, not much to say, my nigga.
what?
Well, well, very like teammate, I guess. So third place here at Brazil for
Yep,
very mellow
yep,
reaction. It seems like.
yep.
Um, so for P2 here for Banjo, he has a statement here. Okay, so not really much to say, to be honest. Pretty boring race after the first few laps. Cole was too fast for me to pass. I was trying to save battery, but it was never quite enough. I knew I wasn't going to get there, so I decided to do the Hail Cheesy. So at least it was another close Brazil finish for the booth that I lost again. Lol. However, the real disappointment is an unfortunate loss to constructors, so Williams is going to need a win and a double podium next week to have any shot. GG's to Cole. He's low Cole, just too fast. And that's Banjo's statement. Here, Brazil, P2.
All right, let's get to our winner and our back-to-back champion, our
Back-to-back.
three-time back-to-back. Am I dumb?
Yeah,
Three
you
in
are.
a row, twin. 3 in a row.
Three in a Okay, sorry.
4-time champion.
Three,
3 in a row.
4 times. Okay, I said it right the first time and I doubted myself.
Yeah,
Damn it, okay.
you did say 3 on there.
You're pretty fucking stupid.
I said it the right and I doubted myself.
Oh, brother.
Sorry. So our three-peat champion, our season 8
Pete.
champion.
Threw this guy off so hard.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Cole, you have
Making
clinched
fun of me?
another championship. How are the emotions right now?
76ers are winning.
Pretty good. You know, I knew I just needed to get the lead, really. And you know, the VSC I guess kind of helped, made things pretty simple. I didn't really want to go through a pit cycle where they were gonna undercut me and then I had to pass them again. So, yeah, I mean, it was a little earlier than we all would have liked to pit, but it made the last 26 laps really, really boring. Um,
Uh,
but yeah, I mean, I won. I got the order I needed, and you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, so we tried to make the last run as exciting as we could. But there was really just a DRS train between you three, and then the real battle was like 30 seconds behind you guys for P4 with Cheesy and Bama and Garrison.
Mhm.
Of course, there was contact because it was Garrison. Um, But yeah, just Cole you just kind of held the lead, and Banjo really never got close until the start finish line,
Place.
where you beat him at a photo
He's a
finish
dirty
again.
cheat.
Um,
It's the Halo
so
cheesy, please.
take me through
Yeah.
like the last like couple of sectors where you saw Banjo doing the little cheat thing, and you run to the line.
Um, yeah, I mean, even after doing that, he was still like 5 tenths back. So I knew I had it covered, and if he, got closer, I would have just walled him like I was Dale. So yeah, not much
Simple
else
enough.
there. Yeah, not much else there.
So now that you have the championship locked up, what's the mindset going into Abu Dhabi next week? Just try to end it on a win?
Beat Williams. That's the
That's
goal.
true. Constructors.
Yeah, gotta
Constructors.
do that. I think we gained on him today. Actually, we
Oh,
definitely
you
did.
by a lot.
Yeah, we definitely did. So just beat him again next week, and then we're good. That's all we need to happen.
Sounds like a plan. Well, Cole, congratulations on your fourth championship, 3 in a row, and
Such a
congrats on the
Debbie
Brazil
Downer.
win tonight.
Thank you,
Who,
Norman.
me?
No
Yo,
Slurp, the other
hey, BB
guy
and
that's
Potato,
yelling in
you
the
talking
party.
to me?
I wasn't
Who,
saying
me?
anything. I think you're schizophrenic.
No, no, I want you to say it loud and proud. Who are you talking about?
I don't remember saying anything actually.
No.
So.
Okay, I see. Okay.
I mean, one would say from a third
No,
person's
no, I got it.
perspective
No, I
that
got it.
you're
I
kind
got
of
it.
okay.
Hey,
You
hey,
know,
hey,
no,
I
that's
got
fine.
it. I get it.
Okay. On that note, we are going to sign off here from Brazil.
Bitch
We
ass.
have officially have a season
Whoa!
8 champion. We have one race remaining next week from Abu Dhabi. We'll see who comes home with one more checkered flag, one more podium, and one more interview segment, one more potatoes picks, and that'll be it, guys. We'll see you guys from Abu Dhabi next Tuesday to end off season number 8.